Jim Wolfensohn needs no introduction, President of the World Bank Group. To his right, Motomichi Ikawa.
There has been a very strong recognition that with the HIPC arrangements, the real job is now ahead. And that job is the job of trying to face up to the next millennium, but since we're not likely to be here for the next millennium, I'm concentrating on the next 25 years, in which we're going to add 2 billion people to the planet. And the real question for us is how, within the context of that planetary growth, we can make some inroads into the issue of poverty and do it within a framework where the reason I was happy with the meetings is that instead of sort of hiding behind doors and lurking in shadows to talk about corruption and governance and mutual responsibility, that was really right out on the table this time. Criticism both ways, constructive criticism both ways, criticisms of the donors on how we were doing, but also an ability to talk to recipient governments on how they were doing. So I came away from the meetings really quite optimistic that we were now discussing the right subjects and that we were doing it very openly.
Can you please comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think 3 years ago we never talked about corruption at these meetings. I was told when I got to the bank, you're not allowed to mention the C word. That was corruption. C word is beyond your control. We've come a fantastic way. Everyone's talking about corruption now, and I think a lot of action is being taken. So I believe that in the next 5 years we should continue doing that, and I think some real progress is being made.
They will be very brief because I presume we have plenty of things to discuss. And I was a little bit surprised, perhaps a little bit concerned to see that for the governors, the Asian crisis is behind us. The staff of the IMF is much more prudent. Yes, we see a recovery, that countries are doing well, striving to implement the reforms they pledges. But well, governors consider that apparently it's over, that we did the proper job to shorten the very painful time of adjustment. We are not able to